So welcome in general mathematics. So in this video, we're going to continue our discussion on the different real-life applications of exponential functions. We're going to focus on the applications of exponential functions in terms of exponential decay. So again, the model for exponential decay is given by these general equations. We have here y is equal to a times 1 minus r raised to t divided by t, and y is equal to c times t raised to negative kt. So we're here, we subtract the rate from 1, and we have negative exponent in this form. We have negative exponent. So let us have now our examples for exponential decay. So example number 7, to continue. So example number 7, this is for depreciation of value. So suppose a brand new car is worth 250,000. So if it depreciates at a rate of 5% each year, how much does this car worth after 4 years? So the model to use is this one. So ito yung gamitin natin for depreciation of value. Ito yung gagamitin natin. So we have here, since this talks about money, so gamitin na lang natin is yung the same terminologies doon sa ating interest. So we have here amount is equal to the principal value times 1 minus, so subtract, decay pala tayo. So subtract minus r raised to t divided by t. So here, we have here the amount is unknown. Our initial value or principal value here is 250,000. 250, and then our rate is equal to 0.05. Our big letter t is equal to 1 because this is each year, and then our time interval is equal to 4 years. So let us now evaluate this equation. So let us now look for the value the value or the worth of the car after 4 years. So because alam naman natin na yung bagay, for example, yung kotse, in this example, after 4 years, bababa yung presyo niya. So, ano na yung bagong price kung gusto mong ibenta yung kotse mo. So, let us substitute our equation with the given. So, we have here P is equal to 250,000 times 1 minus the rate, which is 0.05, raised to T, which is time interval, which is 4, and our unit of time is 1 year. So it's equal to 250,000 times 1 minus 0.05 is 0.95. It's a subtraction. 0.95, and 4 divided by 1 is 4. So 250,000, so 0.95 raised to 4 is equal to 0.81450625 times 250, 250, nakamali ako. So times 250,000. So the value or the car is worth 203,626.56 centavos. So kapag pera, i-round nyo sa 2 decimal places. The same in the compound interest problem. Round it off to 2 decimal places because we're talking about money. Yun. So the new tawag dito, the new cost of the car will be equal to 203,626.56 pesos. So this is now the new value. So the car is worth 203,626.56 pesos after 4 years. Ayan. So, yung final answer nyo is a conclusion ng inyong kasi since this is a word problem, para naman mabigyan nyo ng meaning yung number. And so, this is your answer. So, let us have example number 8. A cell phone worth 12,000 pesos was bought 3 years ago. So, if it depreciates 6% per annum, so kapag sinabi natin per annum, this is per year. So, every year. How much does it cost? Okay, so we have here, yung ating equation is, sabihin natin, A is equal to the principal times 1 minus R raised to T divided by T. So, ang given natin, we know the amount of, we know the present value of the phone. Tama ba? Okay, so 12,000 pesos dito sa problem is not the present value but our principal. So a cell phone that is worth 12,000 pesos before, yung brand new siya, so P is equal to 12,000, and then was bought 3 years ago. So we don't know the present value, which is the A. So yung A natin is unknown. So, if it depreciates 6% per annum, so ang rate natin is equal to 0.06, and yung big T natin, big letter T is equal to 1, because this is per year. How much does it cost? So, bought 3 years ago, so therefore, ang T natin is 3 years. Okay, so, let us now substitute our equation with our given, and then evaluate the function. So, A is equal to 12,000 times, so times 1 minus 0.06 raised to 3 divided by 1. So, equals 12,000 times 1 minus 0.06 is 0.94 raised to 3 is equal to 12,000 times 0.094 raised to 3 is equal to 0.94 raised to 3 is equal to 0.830584 times 12,000. So the cell phone, so after 3 years, the cell phone is worth 9,967.01 pesos. So after 3 years, comma ata yan. After 3 years, the cell phone is worth 9,967.01 centavos. Ayan. So, 9,967 pesos and 1 centavos. So, ito yung value ng ating new value ng phone after 3 years. So, kung for example, siguro yung iba ang naintindihan sa inyo is that yung 12 pesos for 12,000 pesos is the new worth. So, tignan nyo kung if this is the if the defined value, for example, if 12,000 here means the new worth or new value of or new cost of this phone, then you can just solve for the value of P. So, since here 12,000 pesos is defines the initial worth of the cell phone, then we use this to look for our future value. Yeah. So, the value depreciates by 6% every year. So, the new value would be 9,967 pesos and 1 centavos. Okay, so, example number 9. Again, for depreciation of value. So, a property in San Juan City is worth 3,540,000 at present. So, if the property's value depreciates by 2.6% each year, how much does it cost 5 years ago? So, here, again, our equation is we have amount is equal to the initial value times 1 minus r raised to t divided by t. So, ang given natin, we have our present amount is 3,540,000. And then, we don't know our initial value, so 5 years ago. So, our rate is equal to 0.026. So, our defined unit of time is equal to 1 year. And our interval is 5 years ago. So, 5 years. So, let us now, first, since ang hindi natin alam na value is P, we need to derive for P. So, let us now look for the value of P. So, substitute natin tong equation. So, we have 3,540,000 is equal to P times 1 minus 0.026 raised to 5 divided by 1. So, 3,540,000 is equal to P times 1 minus 0.026 is equal to 0.974 raised to 5. Okay, so divide both sides. So para ma-eliminate natin to and then ma-isolate natin si P. So the principal value. So divide both sides by this 974 raised to 5. So quantity 0.974 raised to 5. So divide both sides so that ma-eliminate natin siya. So P is equal to 3,540,000 divided by this one. So, hanapin muna natin yung value nito. 3,540,000 divided by 0.8765 86513. Okay, so the initial value or the value of the property 5 years ago is equal to 38,392 pesos and 4 centavos. So, isulat nyo na lang in sentence form yung inyong tawag dito, final answer. So, as a conclusion. So, therefore, the property in San Juan City was worth 4,038,392 pesos and 4 centavos 5 years ago. So, yan. So, nakita nyo na, after 5 years, bumaba yung value niya. So, naging 3,540,000. So, bumababa yung value niya by 2.6% each year. So, that is for the depreciation of value.